Hi everyone, I'm here tonight to make a video on consulting your clients. The most important thing about consultation is to listen to your clients. Keep an open mind and try not to judge. You're not there to judge, they're there for your help. They're looking at you to help them improve their confidence and the way they feel about themselves. So keep an open mind. So best thing to do is begin by listening to your client's concerns and what their views are on their own reflection. So you'll want to hand them a mirror and have them point out what's their concerns. Don't ever point out your client's flaws. You don't want to hurt their self-esteem or their feelings. They're there to have you help them gain confidence. The last thing we want to do is have your client have a complex about themselves when they leave because they came in to fill their cheekbone, but you're telling them that all the lines beside their eyes need to be done. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. You just want to help them. If she says that she wants cheekbones, you can give your idea of how you're going to lift them. Sometimes when people are coming in with smoker's lines, you want to advise them to do first the lips because the lines are actually due to the fact that you're losing volume in the lip. Therefore, all the actions we do when we're drinking from straws, some people smoke, different reasons, that you would have lines in your around your mouth. Or if they're there for their smoker lines, you as the professional might take over and say, okay, we're going to do your lips today. But that's not necessarily the case. So you want to start off by listening to the client. You don't want to cause them any insecurities. You're there to boost their confidence. You want them to go out and let people know how good you made them feel. Part of the consultation, you have to make it very clear to the client that when you're injecting hyaluronic acid, it's not plastic surgery. You are enhancing an area. Hyaluronic acid should look very natural in the skin. The HA will actually integrate into the skin and form a natural architecture to the skin. The process takes about 1 month. Once integrated, you will not feel the filler in your skin. It will feel like your own skin, but just plumper. So now that you understand what the client's achievement goal is, you're gonna decide as a practitioner and a professional if your client needs enhancement or restoration. This can depend on client's age and lifestyle, genetics, and maintenance. So if you're a beginner at fillers, sometimes it takes 3 to 4 sessions, depending on how deep the wrinkle is or how much volume you want to achieve in order for you to see lasting results. So you want to hydrate the skin underneath, and as the skin gets hydrated, the longer your filler will last in your face. There's not one single technique that suits all. Every practitioner will have their own approach to treatment. You're there to enhance their features, not change them. You're going to assess the area that's going to be treated, determine the amount of filler that's going to be used. Usually I begin with 1 to 2 ml. So I say when consulting, depends on where you're injecting, of course, but pretty much all areas are around 1 to 2 ml per session. And I like to wait 2 weeks in between the treatments. So once the session's finished, you're gonna let your client go home with their aftercare, and they're gonna let that heal and settle down and let the swelling go down. You can offer them a little checkup appointment in 2 weeks if they're having any insecurities. Make sure your clients have your email so they can reach you. Well, you want to make it very clear before you begin to the client that you're there to restore or enhance any of their features. You are not going to morph their face. There's going to be no morphing to any areas that are going to be treated. Another thing while you're consulting your client, make sure that it's age appropriate. You don't want your 65-year-old client trying to look like a 25-year-old because when they walk out with too much filler or looking silly, that's your name on that work. So when people ask, oh my gosh, who did that work? They're gonna say your name, and it might not necessarily be a good thing if you're using too much filler. You wanna be really appropriate with the filler of where you're placing it and your client's expectations in the end. So make sure you take your before and after photos. You always want to do that. Don't forget, it's very important. You always ask the client first if it's okay that you take the picture for social media. That's okay if they don't want to take the picture for social media, that's no problem. But insist that you take a photo for your own files. Ensure them that you're not going to share it, that it's going to be kept private, but make sure you take that before photo. It is reassurance for you and the client if ever they feel that the product has disappeared, or there's swelling, or there's no change, or they want more change, or whatever it is. You'll always have a photo of what was and after. Also, remind the client that when they're starting hyaluronic acid fillers, that this is a treatment that can become costly and it requires maintenance. I use my own branded product, Hyaluron Queen. It's been specifically formulated for use with the Hyaluron device, and this is going to help penetrate the skin with no product loss, and you're going to have lasting results as well. So with the Hyaluron Queen, I'm only speaking for my product. Average touch-up time is about 4 to 6 months in the lips and 6 to 8 months in the face. Don't forget, if you're a beginner, it may take 2 to 4 sessions in order to have lasting results. And it's going to depend on the wrinkle that you're filling or the volume that you want to achieve. So you just want to make sure that they're willing to maintain the product, because if they only come, let's say, every 10 months for their lips, and they say, well, my lips don't stay, that's why they don't stay. So every time they come in 10 months, they're kind of starting over again, because the skin becomes dehydrated again. So it becomes dry, and they begin to get their filler, and then it dissolves quickly because it absorbs into the skin. So in order to keep the volume that they want, if they want bigger lips or bigger cheekbones, they're going to have to get that skin hydrated under before they start seeing the lasting results. Like I said, 2 to 4 sessions. That's how you consult a client. Just make sure that you're both on the same page and there's a clear understanding. When I'm consulting a client, I give them a waiver, which kind of explains everything to the client, what's about to happen. It talks about the procedure, and it also talks about any kind of aftercare needed. And I send them home with the aftercare sheet as well. I hope this gave you a few tips, and good luck in your business. I wish you all success. I really appreciate you following me. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can email me. My website is not up yet. It's still under construction. I'm really sorry about that. It's going to take a little time. Until then, you can email me at lc@hyaluron-queen.com for product and supply. I supply and distribute all around the world. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And that's it. I hope you have a great night, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.